Alright, we're back. I am the cartoon enthusiast Pixel Doctor.
And I'm a Fexic flavored Jawbreaker.
Oh, I don't think I want that.
Not that you know of.
If I get a Jawbreaker that tastes like flesh, I would be very upset. Do you wish to leave and go to the next level? Yes, we'll go to the machine later.
Then you'd be a Wendigo flavored Pixel Doctor.
I'm
Whoa.
sure we could locate sufficient frost shavings in the backyard coolers of the neighborhood.
Oh no, we did this one already.
I was gonna, yeah, this
It would, you know, it would help if it told me the name of the level before I entered it.
yeah. Instead, you have to. What's wrong, buddy? Instead, you got to remember the landmarks that kickstart it. Buddy, what's up?
All right, well now I know it's not the sewer. It's not that gate.
It's almost time for your second nap, isn't it? Okay, come here.
I mean, the nice thing at least is we have Ed, and Ed can just go fast.
Yep, just shred through everything. Come here, buddy. You're okay. Here, watch the video. Here you go.
Since we're here, we'll do that.
No reason not to.
Yep. Let's see what flavors
This
we get.
should work.
I don't know how much we have. We got the English Jawbreaker.
This should work.
So since last time we talked about cartoons, I want to talk
This
about
should work.
English dubs, because I've been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, which is also something they showed back in the day. That and Code Lyoko, those were fun.
Oh yeah, Kulioko was fun.
But I've been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and in English dub just because it's easier to listen to than to the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Although they are very different, so in terms of like what they changed, so bear that in mind.
Oh, I'm aware that the series is notorious for that. I watch me some Little Kariba.
Yeah. Yeah. And GX has particularly bad.
Yeah.
But it's still a fun watch.
Now see, that's one of those ones that actually kind of passed me by, because after the original series, I had very little interest in GX.
GX was fun. I like GX. It's probably my favorite, but it's not the best. The best is 5Ds, which is the one after GX.
Yeah, and see, I caught a couple episodes of GX, and I didn't dislike it, but I'm like, this is too much of a departure from what I'm used to.
And you know what? Honestly, that's not all that different in that regard, because it still uses a lot of the same premises.
Yeah.
Here, I found one.
But yeah, I never watched any episodes of 5Ds, nor any episode of was it Zexal that came after?
Yeah, Zexal. I watched some of Zexal. I'm actually gonna go through and watch all the series. So right now I'm going through GX. I'll go through 5Ds next. I'm probably gonna save regular Yu-Gi-Oh for later because it's, you know, the classic one.
Tell you what, then I will continue on my trek of trying to catch up on One Piece, and we can see who finishes first.
I have less episodes across all the versions of Yu-Gi-Oh. There's Yu-Gi-Oh, then GX, then 5Ds, then Zexal, then
Come on, you
what's the next one? I'm
knuckleheads!
trying to think of what it's
Gotta
called.
get to the candy store and get some free jawbreakers!
I just want to see how many we need here. So 4 Jawbreakers, 1 egg, 1 costume. Cool. Zexal, I'm blanking on. It's not. Then the one after is called V-Rains. And then what's the one between V-Rains and Zexal called? Like, I watched.
Honestly, I'm amazed that I remember Zexal.
Honestly, I remember. It's called Arc V, and that one is the weirdest one by far.
Rated on a scale from 1 to Digimon Tamers.
I don't remember Tamers 2 too well. Tamers 2.
Tamers was the one with Gielon.
Am I rating on a weirdness or how good it was?
We need to get out of here!
Weirdness.
While one of us could walk along this
It
narrow
gets
board,
very
all
confusing.
three of
I'm
us
gonna
could
say
never
like
successfully traverse it.
a solid 7.
However,
Especially
if
like
we
the
were to
longer it
stand
goes,
on
the
each
weirder
other
it
in a
gets.
sort of tower,
Like at
our
one point,
single body would
they
allow
so
all of us
like
to
all
more
the
easily
dimensions have their
traverse this
own
void without
version
falling
of summoning.
off.
So you have your fusions in as one dimension, and then none of the other like special summoning conditions exist.
Okay.
And then so you have one for each one, and then the main universe that they're in, which is they have the damn rat. And And then you have like their main universe, which they have the pendulum summoning because that's the main gimmick of that generation.
Right.
And then they start having an interdimensional war between the four of them, and everyone's on everyone's side. While this is happening, there's this tournament going on in the main universe, which I don't really understand the rules because they keep re-challenging each other during it.
Also, how do they decide which universe is more main than all the others?
Because it was the main one, just because that's where the main character is from. And it was also weird because no one else had this, but like he was the main character. He was his personality was split amongst the four universes. Eventually, they all became the main one. So they all merged into one being. They existed separately, but they were all the same person. And the main villain was one of his personalities, or like it was one of the main villains. And
that sounds like some. That honestly sounds like some Fate Stay Night shit.
And then, well, no, it gets weirder because then the main love interest is like split amongst all the universes, and then it turns out that he's his own dad, and he basically marries his mom, who was the girl that he likes.
And now we're delving into Neon Genesis Evangelion territory.
Yeah, it gets really weird. Or it's like, no, maybe he's not his own. Maybe he's not his own dad, but his mom is his mom. She has to marry his mom. So it's still like they don't show that. But it's like, it's just so weird.
I wonder if they just got like a different writer for that season, like Hunter x Hunter clearly did with the Chimera Ant arc.
I don't know. It was bizarre, and I definitely did not care for it.
Because, dude, AJ and I went back and rewatched Hunter x Hunter, like, up to where they stopped. And I swear to you, they outsourced writing the Chimera Ant arc to, like, Junji Ito or somebody.
Who's that?
Junji Ito is one of the pioneers in Japanese body horror manga.
I feel like I heard of him, but I don't know names. I don't think.
Yeah, if you've got time on your hands and a strong stomach, his work is definitely worth looking into.
Yeah,
I do emphasize the strong stomach part. That's not just me being facetious.
Well, I appreciate that, because body horror is the one type of horror I don't like.
And Junji Ito is, I would argue, a peerless master of it.
I'm doing this right. Damn squirrel keeps coming back. This is the knock. Get out of the tree. Nope.
Not that knocked you out.
Perhaps Eddy. Damn squirrel.
Maybe one of the stink bombs will knock it out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I gotta like completely remember. It doesn't help if I'm not paying attention to what the game's saying. You don't really have to for this game, but like, alright here, maybe double D then. Maybe his little jumping thing.
This is beyond my capabilities.
Okay. His slingshot makes him like fall.
Right.
The squirrels keep respawning. Ow. It's definitely not edited.
I feel like there's something really simple that we're missing here.
There we go.
Ah.
This is like the only time you do this with Eddy.
Moral of the story is, squirrels are assholes.
Usually not, but in this case, yes.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find some historical examples of them being assholes in the real world, too.
Oh, definitely. You can do that for anything.
That's fair.
Yeah, but because of my Yu-Gi-Oh kick, I've been playing Master Duel. Which is basically it's their online card game that has all the cards available.
Right.
so I've just been doing that.
I am a
And it's nice because nowadays there's so many deck types, and so many if you have an interest in something, you can probably find a deck based around that interest.
And, see, I'm so far like beyond that curve at this point. Like, Forbidden Memories is my idea of a Yu-Gi-Oh kick.
I actually, what started it was I actually played a Yu-Gi-Oh game for stream. It was a GBA game called Yu-Gi-Oh Championship Tournament 2004. So it was all cards available up to then. And, basically you just fight all the characters for the main series. And I was actually getting annoyed towards the end though, because the condition for unlocking the other characters to fight is really annoying. It's like you gotta battle these people 5 times, that's fine. 7 times, okay. 10 times each. Alright, 15 times. It became ridiculous with how many battles you needed to do.
Well, didn't Eternal Duelist Soul did something like that, didn't it? Where you had to battle.
It did, but it wasn't as bad as that.
Right, because that one I know you had to battle every duelist in Killian, please. You had to battle every duelist in one tier X amount of times before the tier after that would unlock.
Right, but the other thing in 2004 was there's also some other conditions for specific characters. Like for mine, you couldn't have a Harpy's Feather Duster in your deck. So if you had one, she just wouldn't appear.
That's arbitrary.
Yeah, and another one was you had to have a certain amount of cards from a certain pack, which you can't track how many cards you've gotten, so I just had to keep doing it until the character unlocked. And then there were some where you had to beat characters a certain amount of times as well.
Yeah, that just sounds annoying.
Yeah, there were some arbitrary ones.
Then again, I'm also a person who enjoys Falsebound Kingdom unironically, so maybe I've got a skewed bias when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Maybe, but like I said, that one in particular was pretty bad. Nope, that's not what I was doing.
That was graceful.
Graceful as Ed would be, to be fair.
It gave that New York rat pause for you to kill it.
He was as stunned as we are. Come on, get it up. The camera's not the best in this. I mean, what can you expect from a Showtime game?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing that I now remember, having been there several times in my youth. Anybody who's fitting to take a trip to Manhattan, the stereotypes about New York rats, they are just as bad as you've heard, and so much worse.
Just do not mess with rats. No, wild rats.
Just do not approach, because the ones in New York City are territorial, and they regularly run fades with animals much bigger than them.
Yeah. Wild rats don't mess with. Pet rats, those are fine.
Pet rats are fine. I'm aware that they are known to enjoy chin scratches. But yeah, rats in the wild, leave them be.
Yeah, they will do some damage to them. They have a nasty bite.
Yeah, and that's like squirrels, like rabbits, and like, I know they're cute, my dudes, but just don't. Yeah, trust me, like those thick ass needles they use for rabies shots directly into your gut, not worth the bite.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean it'll save you.
I mean, if you go and you get it immediately after, as soon as you become symptomatic, you're screwed.
Yeah,
but it could take you anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple of months to become symptomatic. So if you go and you get the shot right away, you're usually okay.
See, I didn't know what people made it sound like immediate.
No, it's actually one of the it's got one of the longest incubation periods of any disease that at least that I know of. That said, once you are symptomatic, there's no cure, so you're
I think there's like a 5% or less survival rate at that point. It's extremely minimal.
Definitely a number in the single digits. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. That being said, going back to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, if at some point we got enough people asking, I would definitely do a video teaching you modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
Interesting.
Do you not think people would enjoy that? Because I think people would enjoy it.
I mean, if your viewers are willing to take up that challenge and like put in enough likes or comments on that idea, then I will bite the bullet and do it. But just know it's going to be an uphill battle, probably embarrassing for the both of us.
It would be, but it would definitely be entertaining. I think. Going from someone that has not touched the game since, at the very least, like 2004, to modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is totally unfun, but it still would be an interesting video to teach. Alright.
Yeah, because the last time I actually played the game, either with like video game or actual cards, was when they were still playing by Battle City rules.
Yeah, so like 2004 to 2006 at the most.
That sounds about right.
Alright, I'm definitely in the right. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go over here first. Alright, maybe not. I'm having surprisingly more problems with this game than I thought it would.
I was gonna say, you were talking all that good shit when the game first booted
Yeah,
up.
because I remember it not being that hard, or anything, but for some reason things... Am I missing something here?
And see, I don't remember this much trouble when I played it as a kid either. Like, were we just smarter back then than we are now?
I think we had more brain space, so we didn't have to think too hard.
Well, we were definitely less stressed out.
Hold on, yeah, I figured it out. Do not beat wild animals for fun, by the way, kids. Leave animals alone. Just in general.
I mean, if you're that close to a squirrel or a rat that you're able to swat them with a foot-long ruler, you've already made some mistakes.
Yeah. Do not attack animals unless it's for self-defense.
And even then, make sure there are no PETA members around with cell phones.
Well, if it isn't Dork,
His chin is so big in this.
Oh, great! Ladies and
I mean, they make
gentlemen,
constant jokes about it in the show.
double chin.
I know, but
Hey,
here it's
Dork, let's see how
particularly
cool
big.
you really are.
I stuck my tongue in a bathtub drain once.
Ew.
See that basketball over there? Pick it up and throw it at these trash cans behind me. Knock them down and I'll let you pass. If not, you losers won't be going anywhere.
This is like the nicest Kevin's ever been to them. Aside from the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like arbitrary minigame. There's something they used to do back in the day.
Just a way to play around with the game's physics engine.
That and to make the game longer.
Uh-oh.
I know. It broke.
Well, shit.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys back here in a second. Hold on.
Jump cut.
Well, that was something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know what I'm doing now, so I'll run through all that real quick.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm gonna change Killian to set him down for a second nap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, buddy. Who's tired? Yeah, you're rubbing your eyes. Come here.
What the? Come on, you knuckleheads! We gotta get to the candy store and get the free jawbreakers! Stop goofing around! Ow! Ouch! Ouch!
My, intriguing. This should work.
How many of you have the I have none of the jumpers. That
I like to start stuff. Ouchie!
Well, if it isn't Dork, Dork, and Dorky.
Oh, great! Ladies and gentlemen, Shovel Chin.
Can it, Dork? Let's see how cool you really are.
I stuck my tongue in a bathtub drain once.
See that basketball over there? Pick it up and throw it at these trash cans behind me. Knock them down and I'll let you pass. If not, you losers won't be going anywhere.
Alright, we're back. Just me. He's still changing the baby. So we're just gonna do this while he gets back, so we don't waste too much time. There. Almost that time. Wow. Just one more, so one more. Okay, I can't read that.
Okay, what a miss.
I just did the thing.
Bees! What do we do?
We could probably entice
We
them
can
with some
conceivably
honey.
pop right back in here seamlessly.
Hey,
Jump cut.
Melonhead! Hand over
Yes.
the honey!
No way! It's Plank's turn right now.
Oh no. Alright. I did not expect that. And we still haven't gotten any jailbreaks, which is concerning.
Little bit. Though it hasn't been for any lack of running around, so it's entirely possible we... Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there's supposed to be 4.
True to the Sin Squad's ways, bitch, and thou shalt receive.
Okay, I know it. Oh,
You gotta knock him down as Johnny's going over underneath.
bye, Johnny. I realized it after I saw him walking. I didn't see him at first. Yeah, this game for some reason is pretty bad with crashes. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Poor optimization, I guess. Don't want to walk where the dog is, because he will lay us. Still keeping an eye out for the other 2 jawbreakers.
As you do.
I think sometimes they can be hit with crates, so you do want to break the crates.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just a rule of video games in general. If you're presented with a breakable object, you break it. If you're presented with a red barrel, you blow it up.
Oh, they... Guys, you could just fall. Guys?
Yeah.
They were kind of broken for a second there.
You were just saying earlier how good the AIs are.
Yeah, they're... Is that the end of the level? Oh, you know what? Because it's in the candy shop, we might get the rest of the jawbreakers just from this.
Eddie, wait! They're not fit for human consumption.
What's happening to my face?
You're having an allergic reaction, Eddie.
Oh, that's right. This is the halfway mark. You still gotta go through the rest of the level with Eddie's face all green.
Wait! I can't go outside like this! Yummy! This one tastes like chocolate.
I don't know what he said. Tastes like what?
Look at me! I'm hideous! What if somebody sees me?
That's a very
Well,
fast
in the
allergic
Tower of Eddy,
reaction.
we could
Turn his
hide
whole
behind
face
telephone
green.
poles.
Oh yeah? My dad has a shovel.
I mean, yeah.
Avoid being seen by the other kids and go to Eddie's room.
Oh, yeah, now you gotta avoid everybody's, I guess, line of sight cones.
Hide in certain places. How do I hide?
I think you have to hold something.
Okay, press the triangle button.
There you go.
Just all sneakiness. Now we gotta pay attention because level layout
Yeah, you
changed.
you have to go back out through all the places that you already were, and hope nobody sees you.
I do like the paw prints in the ground to show the paths.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, I don't know how big their sight range is. Wait. Okay, so they get a little thing over the head, but I just wanted to get the coin. Right back here. Johnny's very excited about whatever that is.
I mean, it's Johnny, so you never know.
You really don't. Johnny was the weird one. Oh, it's Naz. Naz had such little screen time in the show.
And yet the plot would make you believe that she's somehow important.
It's just they all liked her because she was like the only girl there. She was the only girl their age. The only other one was Sarah, and she wasn't their age. She was younger.
What's the age disparity between them and the Canker sisters?
I think it's the same age.
I mean, because if you want to play, like, what's the lesser evil here, Marie is definitely the least bad of the sisters.
Which one was Maria? Was it the blonde or the blue-haired one?
She was the blue-haired one with the bang that covered one of her eyes.
Oh, that's very quick. Yeah, you do not have much time to react. It's either you're seeing or you're not. Well, Lee was definitely the evilest of the three.
Yeah, but then... So it is with ringleaders, yes?
I would say so, yeah.
And you tend to see that a lot. Like, anybody who's put in any kind of authority position in Ed, and Eddy immediately goes off the moral deep end. Like, Eddy was kind of already there because he's the leader of the Eds, same with Lee and the Canker sisters. But, like, as soon as Jimmy, like, develops, like, social influence over the kids, like, after Eddy teaches him how to scam, he turns into a fucking sociopath.
Yeah. Sarah being, I guess, the strongest character, weirdly enough. Or, at the very least, the most violent.
I was gonna say, she's definitely the most volatile.
So, she definitely,
Kevin was already in a position of power because he's Alpha Chad with a rich dad.
yeah. His family ran the candy shop.
Mm-hmm. Actually, he did one better. His dad had a job at the factory.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, so they were the people that supplied to the candy shop.
Just like how that flew like a magnet. Apparently you can mess with Jimmy's paintings.
I think if you hit the paint can next to it. Oh no, yeah, that works too.
I want to go back and check over here in case the... We still haven't gotten the other two jawbreakers. Aha!
Wasn't there, didn't they do an episode where Jimmy, like, got tired of Sarah, like, not necessarily pushing him around, but, you know, kind of pushing him around?
I don't... I feel
And
like
he kind of...
similar to what
Yeah,
you're describing, but not exactly.
Yeah, and he started acting tough, making decisions, like, for himself and doing things for himself, and basically just flipped their dynamic on its head. And then Sarah got all pissy.
Don't quite remember. Alright, we gotta get the jawbreaker from Jimmy.
contagious.
Alright. Just in case, take this with us. There's still one more job.
Baby,
somewhere.
come to Papa.
Always nice just to have a solid snake bush.
There's the exit.
Right. Or we could go off the beaten path and perhaps find stuff.
We gotta find that last job. You can't leave until we get it.
Of course. Jawbreakers are life.
I can't jump on those. They just fall over. Kind of. Alright. Gotta see if it's around here first, because it could be.
Did this show ever make you frequent Jawbreakers?
It crashed again.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, so I'm recording this part. Let's put the end. We have to hit that. And there it is. You wouldn't... Unless you saw that, you wouldn't even notice.
Uh-uh.
And that's how you get that last Jawbreaker.
Well, there we go.
And I think we could just exit the level once we got it.
I mean, double check once we're out, but yeah.
Yeah. That one was a little more obscure. I'll definitely say that. So if you missed that one, I wouldn't
Yeah, that
blame
was-
you.
Yeah, that was on the, like, look all around the level school of thought.